lonely living here, not waiting for you. I'll adore you, dear, in a quiet little town, which once was boring, till a magic sword appeared. I sense danger and the woods around me now, but when I make my way back home, my mother's gone and I'm all alone. She left a note for me, said please don't go out, but I've slayed enough rats to know how to swing the sword, so I'm good to go. I start with every door and drawer inside my neighbor's house. Let's keep it civilized. In fact, I'll attack you once you attack me back. Don't think fast, sit back, relax. It's my goal and your goal, so let's keep it civilized. In fact, I'll attack you once you attack me back. Don't think fast, sit back, relax. It's my goal and your goal and my goal and your goal and my goal and I'm straight, but I need someone else to heal me. I met a girl the other day, looks like the princess, but anyway, found a mercenary who's scared to show that he has feelings, and a long-forgotten friend who might betray us in the end. He has some annoying cutie creature that we just can't leave. Let's keep it civilized. In fact, I'll attack you once you attack me back. Don't think fast, sit back, relax. It's my goal and your goal, so let's keep it civilized. In fact, I'll attack you once you attack me back. Don't think fast, sit back, relax. It's my goal and your goal and my goal and your goal and my goal and
We must not mock the fates and sit complacently while others act. You must rise, get up, join
I
us.
get jumped the fence to tread the taller grass. I must walk upon a path that's clean and keep getting attacked by the exact same things. I've done the best and seen the worst, but never spoke a word. Let's keep it civilized. In fact, I'll attack you once you attack me back. Don't think fast, sit back, relax. It's my goal and your goal, so let's keep it civilized. In fact, I'll attack you once you attack me back. Don't think fast, sit back, relax. It's my goal and your goal, so let's keep it civilized. In fact, I'll attack you once you attack me back. Our fight is regulated. My goal and your goal, so faster than I defeat the bad. They evolve themselves and they come right back. So I'll just sit back, relax, and I'll order a to-go dinner. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's 8-Bit Art stream. We are doing Pyramid Sky Part 2, working on a commission for my friend Mike. Flying pyramids everywhere, fantasy, sci-fi landscape. For those of you that don't know me, I am 8-Bit Adventures, also known as Sean. So my day job, I work in, ad ops, advertising operations. But my formal training is in art. So I like doing comics, podcasts, all that stuff in my spare time. And that's what we're working on here. This was purchased through my loyalty points program through Stream Elements. So by watching the streams live, you can get pie cakes, which are used to cash in and get things like bonus streams. You can commission artwork. We can do a special gaming stream with my fiance where we'll play Overcooked. Or I can just get my dog, my best boy, on stream to give him some treats. So, right. So let's get into it, shall we? Also, I am looking to get a couple more followers. I need about 6 more to hit 50. So, tell your friends. Tell your spouses, tell your kids, tell your significant others, tell your teachers, whoever. I need 6 more people, because then we can all have custom emotes. And I know I definitely want to do that. I would very much like to be able to do some custom emotes for everybody. So yeah, this would be my first time actually coloring with Clip Studio Paint. So we'll see how this goes, because I'm not very up to speed on what their brush tools are like. But I figure we'll start with one of these flying pyramids. Sorry, it's a... Just got a frog in my throat that can't seem to get out. And I figured for this week's art stream, we'll do we won't necessarily do the chill stream playlist. So this one's a little more active. Has a whole bunch of musical stylings. There's some Game Chops in here. There's some Professor Shy Guy. There's some Monster Cat. As well as there might be some Hyper Potions, I think. So yeah. The current song is displayed at the bottom of the stream here.
sure this is gonna... Whoop. Bing, bing, bing. There we go. Just had to share and promote on Facebook. I hear Stream Decks are good for things like that. I'm still not quite sure what exactly I can do with a Stream Deck. So yeah, just got these pyramids going, flying pyramids. Talking last week while I was doing this piece. So my friend Mike didn't actually have Stargate in mind when he requested it, but yeah, this piece is very reminiscent of like Goa'uld type stuff going on there. And Stargate kind of matches a lot of his sensibilities. So it's one of those things where, like, I've certainly had it when I've been doing game design stuff and tabletop RPG stuff. And I've been trying to come up with names. And, like, I will come up with a name that, like, I thoroughly intended to be an original name and then come to find out, oh, wait, that's a location of Warcraft or, you know, that's a place of Nintendo or something. And just, like, didn't even know. Like, it's been so long since I frequented one of those locations. That it just, like, started to commit itself to my memory. You know what? I'm gonna We're gonna do this color for all of the pyramids. Zert. 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 Oh, I didn't even think I could have put an angry sun in there. I could have put an angry sun. Missed opportunity. You know, I think... I mean, it's a piece for you. So... I mean, what would you like? So, green, I know, gives an indication of, like fell energy. That's been very big in Warcraft lately. Purple would imply, like, arcane power. You know, red would be traditional. Blue would be, like, just super hot. Or ghostly. Black and gray would imply some kind of dark sorcery at hand. It's also, I don't know if it would really come out very well. I know I'd certainly be inclined on doing green and purple. Give it like a weird toxic vibe. We're gonna make the underside a little darker. bum, bum, bum. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, okay. I think then, perhaps, we should do red and... Oh! Maybe like a deep blue. Make it like a deep blue flame. So that not only does it make it super hot, but also evokes... is it lapis lazuli? Is that the... I mean, I know that that's how it's spelled, but it's the sort of the blue stone, semi-precious stone that was used in a lot of Egyptian jewelry circa that time period. So we'll make them blue. Hello and welcome, newcomers. Welcome to the 8-Bit Art Stream. We are coloring flying pyramids. And this is working on a commission piece. The first of many, it looks like. Alright, so we want to do... So we're doing kind of deep blue flames to evoke lapis lazuli. Unless I'm pronouncing it wrong. I always thought it was pronounced lapis lazuli. But I mean, you know, my family's Italian, so... Somewhat Italian. Partially Italian. Quarter Italian. But the other parts wouldn't have relevant pronunciations, so... the other parts being Irish and French-Canadian. Nice. And then what we want to do is yeah. Nice. Why don't we work on this guy down here? Yeah, this is a bit of a departure from kind of the art style that I was doing with the comics. It's a little more painterly is the term that we used to use in the art program in college. Which, I don't know, I always thought it was kind of a cop-out word. Because, like, every painter does something painterly. It just means, like, as if it were to look like a painting. Which, what does that even mean? Right? Everything looks like a painting. Anything can look like a painting. Paintings can look like a photograph. You know, if you get right down to the amount of detail. Or does it mean very visible brush strokes, you know? Like, is it kind of like Van Gogh, where you have big chunky brush strokes? Is it more, or like Monet, where more of what you're seeing is the brush strokes, and it's very impressionistic. I don't know. I think we're going to do this and do it this way. Kind of overfill it and then shear it off with the eraser tool. Oh my goodness. It's Xenogears Remix and Mr. Josh York is not here. He's not here in the chat. But he will most certainly be here on Wednesday for the 8-Bit Adventures podcast, where we talk about this week's big pop culture news. So, biggest topic, the Nintendo Switch Lite. So, Nintendo did decide to announce a sort of handheld SKU for the Switch. Kind of defeating the purpose of the branding of the Switch, because it can't actually switch. It has no docked mode. But yeah, tune into the podcast. We're gonna get right into it. For fans of Mega Man, this playlist has a lot of Mega Man music on it. And if you don't like Mega Man, fair warning. That's not the eraser tool. We'll give these a little more, a different kind of greenish. I didn't really know what kind of plant I was setting out to depict with this. I mean, it's almost kind of like a succulent, but not really. There we go. All right. What color for the stones for the city? Probably something lighter, I'd imagine. Yeah, something like this. Now, mind you, these are just base coats. I'm going to be adding several layers of color on top of these. Nice. We're going to do the wall as a slightly darker color. We'll do the gates as a different color to denote that they're like a drawbridge kind of a thing. All right. Here we go. No. Let's... Yeah, I think that's better. Oh, good. I thought it was gonna go into another thing, and just keep going. I was like, I don't know if I can do any more of that track. It was very long. Ding, 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 ding. You know, I think I want to do this on a separate layer. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Now, I realize it's very green. Okay? Don't worry. There's gonna be a whole lot of shadow, highlights and stuff put in there. That'll, give it a lot of variation. Don't worry about it. What I'm trying to say. Don't worry about it. Then further background. I think this one we do lighter. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll do this, and then we'll hit it up with the eraser tool. We'll have the eraser tool do the bulk of the heavy lifting. Yep. Yep. Now, I think we're going to do a gradient. Yeah. There we go. All right. Let's see how this goes. Oh, that's a nice. That's very nice. Rather. Oh, I dig it. I dig it. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. I know there are some folks who don't like gradients. I'm not one of those folks. I also think those folks are silly. This actually looks pretty cool on the little sidebar here. Let's see. Oh. Can't really show it to you guys because my big old face is in the way. But in the layers palette, tracing out the clouds makes it look really cool on just when it's like miniaturized. It just definitely like makes it look like more like actual little clouds. It's really cool. I mean, let's see. No, it's not gonna. That won't fix it. Oh wait, unless. Yeah, well, you can't really. Without zooming in, which I'm not gonna do, because that just gets into all sorts of weirdness. It's a little difficult to see it from your vantage point. So you'll just have to take my word for it. Alright, so now what I have to do is go back in. Just kind of redo these outlines a little bit. Oh, over here. Wow. Wow, that's a bad. Alright, this is where we're at so far, people. Got a good base coat down. So, I think it's time to start adding a little shadows and highlights. Oop. There's like a weird guide. I don't know how I put it there. I don't know how to get rid of it. Nope, don't know how. I'll have to figure it out at some other time. Oh, guide. Here we go. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get it. Not this layer. Alright. What do we got for time? Oh no! Oh dear. I'm afraid that it's time. No, we can do this. All right. So that's what we have thus far. And I think that's going to be where we call it for the evening. Thank you all for joining me for the 8-Bit Art stream. This is a bi-weekly stream. So the next stream will be Monday, 2 weeks from now, which is the 29th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. However, there are other shows that I do on this channel, such as on Wednesdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the 8-Bit Adventures podcast, where myself, my friend Courtney, and my friend Josh talk about the past week's pop culture news that interests us. We usually do gaming related, so it's a bit of a gaming news show. And then another weekly stream is 8-Bit Adventures Game Night, where I pick a game and I play it. This week, I'm going to be playing Moonlighter, which is a really fantastic game if you're a fan of kind of old school Zelda-style games, with a mix of like a little bit of like Animal Crossing, in that you are basically playing a Zelda game, and the whole point of the game is to get stuff to then sell in your shop. So I've described it as it's like if you were playing Legend of Zelda, but as Tom Nook instead of Link. So I'm a really big fan of that game. So I'll be playing that this week. That is on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And then not this Friday, but next Friday, the 26th, that's a bi-weekly stream, is our Dungeons & Dragons show, Tales of Jamora, The Kraken's Wake. That is alternating Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. If you want to see more of this, content, including my portfolio, be sure to go check out 8-bitadventures.com. And if you'd like to help support all those projects, all these podcasts, streams, and everything, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/8bitadventures. Big shout out and thank you to all my current patrons. Thank you for your support. And be sure, since I am trying a big push to 50 followers here on Twitch, tell your friends, come follow. They won't regret it. At least I hope not. So, I am signing off. So have fun, everyone. Happy gaming, and enjoy your pie cake.